In the Rodney King beating trial, convictions and acquittals. And a juror speaks out about how the verdicts were reached.
This is NBC Nightly News, reported by Garrett Utley.
Good evening. Guilty, guilty, not guilty, and not guilty. Those were the verdicts today for the 4 police officers on trial for having violated Rodney King's civil rights by beating him. It took the jury 7 days to reach its decision, and when it came, the sense of relief in Los Angeles was something you could feel. George Lewis is at the federal courthouse this evening. Good evening, George.
Good evening, Garrick. The jury actually made its decision at 3:35 yesterday afternoon, but the judge sealed the verdicts overnight so law enforcement agencies could gear up for any adverse reaction on the streets. Security was tightened around the courthouse overnight. A huge crowd of news people from all over the world took up positions as the defendants and their lawyers began arriving, as well as the 8 men and 4 women of the jury. The judge had ordered them to be in court at 7 a.m. Inside the courtroom, the 4 defendants sat quietly as the verdicts were read. Sergeant Stacy Kuhn, guilty. Officer Lawrence Powell, guilty. Officer Timothy Wind, not guilty. Officer Theodore Brasino, not guilty. Brasino was the only one showing any emotion.
He was crying during the court proceeding because although he was critical of the actions out there that night and tried to stop them, he felt deeply that they were not criminal.
Rodney King's lawyer said the verdicts did not go far enough.
We're disappointed that all 4 officers were not convicted. We think Officer Wynn and Brasino were equally as guilty as Powell and Kuhn.
Los Angeles Mayor Tom Bradley said that with the verdicts, the city had turned a corner.
Today, a measure of simple justice has been delivered to our community.
Last year, after the first Rodney King beating verdict, when Los Angeles erupted in rioting, Bradley and his police chief, Daryl Gates, were feuding. Today, the streets were quiet, but the feud continued. Gates, now a radio talk show host.
I just heard the mayor, and he said justice now has been done. But during the last, when the Simi Valley jury came down, he trashed that jury. He said what a terrible job they did. I don't think you can do that.
I want you to understand this. Daryl Gates is irrelevant to this issue and to the city at this moment.
In Pittsburgh, President Clinton called the verdicts a tribute to the judgment of the jury and the work of the federal prosecutors.
It was once again a reminder that our courts are the proper forum for the resolution of even our deepest legal disputes.
The 2 policemen who were found guilty have been told to return to court August 4th for sentencing. If things remain quiet here over the weekend, the extra police and the National Guard will stand down. Garrick?
Thank you, George. And now to John Gibson in South Central Los Angeles, the center of the riot zone a year ago. This time things are quiet. John?
Garrick, the reaction on the street is a mixture of disappointment that 2 officers were cleared and a sense of relief that the 2 primary defendants were convicted.
Guilty.